Most expensive coffee in the world. For millions of us, coffee is a morning need and one of the few things we rarely think about beyond the ingredients. We frequently take this beverage for granted, which is interesting given how pricey it can be. Coffee production includes a great level of complexity that affects the cost and final pricing, including business agreements and environmental factors. The complexity and specialized climates needed for coffee farming can raise costs and, ultimately, consumer prices. Although a $6 latte might seem expensive, keep in mind that there are several levels to the cost of coffee. Have you ever wondered what the most expensive coffee is? In this video, we're going to be sharing the most expensive coffees in the world and why they are priced so highly. Just keep on watching to learn more. Kopi Luwak. Kopi Luwak is one of the most expensive coffees in the world, valued at around $1,300 per kilogram. If you have yet to try this coffee, you should know that wild-sourced and cultivated Kopi Luwak comes with differing price tags and ethical ramifications. Farmed Kopi Luwak involves force-feeding the coffee cherries to the civets, the creatures that produce the beverage, in cages in order to maximize profit. Although experts have differing perspectives on the flavor of coffee, it is said that the civet's digestive system, through which the beans pass, gives coffee its smooth flavor and rich aroma. This tropical cat also has a talent for selecting only the tastiest cherries to chew on, resulting in a higher caliber beverage. Java, Bali, and Sumatra are the three islands in Indonesia where Kopi Luwak is primarily made. Black Ivory. Black Ivory coffee is made in a remote region of northern Thailand with little help from machines, depending instead on elephants' natural digestion. It's valued at around $2,500 per kilogram. Only the best high-altitude Arabica cherries are chosen, and the majority are lost in the selection process. 1 kilogram of finished cherries requires approximately 33 kilograms of raw cherries, which are cared for by hired high school students and elephant caregivers after the cherries have been consumed and digested by the elephants. Sipping on a cup of this unique brew, which is primarily sold to 5-star hotels and Michelin-rated restaurants, is a chance to promote the welfare of rural communities while savoring nuances of chocolate and spices without any discernible harshness. The elephant's digestive enzymes, however, ultimately define the flavor. Finca El Enjerto. Finca El Enjerto costs around $1,100 per kilogram. The Aguirre family, who are committed to good agricultural techniques and social responsibility, run El Enjerto, first coffee plantation in Guatemala to be certified carbon neutral, as well as Rainforest Alliance certified. El Enjerto is named after a local fruit. Coffees from El Enjerto strongly represent the terroir due to the region's mineral-rich non-volcanic soil and high altitude, and they should not be confused with roasters whose products have the name Finca El Enjerto, but were not produced there. St. Helena. Napoleon was exiled to the isolated island of St. Helena in the South Atlantic Ocean, one of the finest places on Earth. In order to highlight the distinctive characteristics that coffee connoisseurs like, green-tipped Bourbon Arabica is picked, processed, and roasted here. St. Helena, which costs around $494 per kilogram, is wet processed with spring water from the area and boasts overtones of black cherry and chocolate that allude to its Yemeni roots. Starbucks first offered this incredibly sought-after coffee in 2016, with a retail price of $80 for 250 grams. Leslie Walford, a Starbucks coffee quality specialist, describes the coffee as having a delicate cup with gentle citrus fruit and caramel flavors that follow faint floral smells. Hacienda La Esmeralda. You can enjoy Hacienda La Esmeralda if you fork out around $440 per kilogram. This type of coffee is a family-owned company that cultivates specialized award-winning coffee in the southwest highlands of Panama, selling for $440 per kilogram at numerous auctions last year. The Petersons have been holding yearly private online auctions where they offer premium coffee for exorbitant prices since 2007. The Petersons were on the right track when they won the 2004 Best of Panama competition and established themselves as a global leader in coffee manufacturing, winning that title and many more times afterwards. This was evident when cuppers first tasted the company's high-altitude Geisha coffee. Ospina. Ospina coffee is made from Arabica typica beans that are grown in the dark tropical woods of the Andes over the course of 5 generations. Volcanic ash abundant in these mountain slopes fertilizes the land and improves the warm, nutty flavor of this Colombian coffee. To consume it, grind the whole beans and boil them at the proper temperature in pure water. Ospina costs $790 per 250 grams. Vasenda Santa Ines. This type of coffee costs $46 per kilogram. Vasenda Santa Ines is a low-acidity, sweet and brilliant coffee that is grown in South Minas, Brazil, near the base of the Mantiqueira Mountains. With the aid of a devoted team of 135 families, the Pereira family has been in the business of coffee cultivation since 1979 and breaking global records due to the favorable conditions in South Minas and careful processing to ensure quality. Vasenda Santa Ines received a 95.85 out of 100 score in the Cup of Excellence Brazil in 2005. Major coffee-producing nations ship millions of coffee beans each year, making coffee one of the most widely traded items in the world. Each year, the farmers put a lot of effort into growing and harvesting coffee to fulfill demand, but there are some circumstances that could impair their productivity and cause unanticipated price swings. Cost of coffee will continue to rise because of labor costs and climate change alone. While it might be challenging to rationalize paying $6 for a latte, it's critical to keep in mind that there are other factors contributing to coffee's high costs. Now that you are aware of the most expensive coffees in the world, which one do you want to try? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. See you next time!